Okay, on with some bullshit from my day today. Um, I go for my walk and I'm in this medical area where there's nothing but doctors and dentists and plastic surgeons and psychoanalysts and everything to do with health is found in my neighborhood. That when I go for a walk to the beach, I have to pass through all of these businesses. So I walked into one, which I'll do a video on that one later, but they do trials for medication. So it's like, I'd like to know what kind of poison they're drumming up. Uh, but I'm going to do a little bit of research on that first and then make a video on it. But I walked into this dentist and I have lots of dental work that I need done. I literally have some teeth are just hanging by a thread, and but they're held there by um, cavities that are so deep they're drilled into the bone of So I've got this piece of uh, metal. What do you call it? You know what they made fillings? Mercury, which I have a long history of. Well, my mother has Alzheimer's, and it's related to mercury, and I've got mercury, just one big, huge thing of mercury with no tooth around it. It's like I got this filling with no tooth, and there's some other teeth that need work too. And I'm on a long-term disability that gives me 100% coverage of all dental work. So you would think that I could get my teeth fixed. No, not here in Canada. Why? Because dentists don't like charging the actual cost of their services. They want to increase their costs um, so that they can buy their big house and big cars and big everything. So, and they've got all these excuses of, well, I got to go to school and I got to get upgrading and I got to do this and I got to do that. And it's like, yeah, okay, you're spending an awful lot of money. How to learn to not do a good job, because if a dentist actually did a good job, then you could go in there and pay for their services, not go in there and find out you can't afford to pay for their services. It's like the wealthy are so freaking greedy that they're pricing themselves to a point where nobody can afford their services. And yeah, there are people that can still afford these big, huge fees, but the more the economy crashes, the less anybody's going to be able to afford a dentist. And it's like, then where are you going to be after an economy collapses? Which, dentists are playing the role. They are greedy, greedy people. They are not interested in the health of your teeth. When I go into a dentist, um, they are like, well, why don't you look after your teeth? And it's like, well, because you ensure that I can't afford to look after my teeth. So it's like, throw it back at the dentist. Like, why is it, they are the ones that put fluoride, which destroys your teeth and everything else, makes you so dumb that you'll pay these extra fees so that they can have bigger houses. And it isn't the fee. It isn't like, I mean, we have a set fee of what dentists should be charging, but they don't want to go by the set price. So this girl at this dentist office told me, well, you need to go and work it out with your government. They need to be paying you more money so you can afford to go see a dentist. So let's really think about that solution. This comes from a highly educated, dentist field, that they go to school and get educated over and over again. So this is their concept of solving a problem. That, okay, if I can't, then I need to go to the government and I need to get government to solve the problem. So what they want is, they want me to go to government to get government to tax dentists a lot more. Because where am I going to get the money from if my paycheck comes from a welfare system, which I don't want to be on in the first place? I'm like asking a dentist, why do you want to pay your government to pay me money every month? That seems a little crazy right there. But there's a cause. You kind of don't want to pay attention to any of the laws, because the only reason I'm on a welfare system is because of victimless crimes. So I would be the victim of a crime, but I'm a non-victim of a crime that nobody wants to solve. So, um, if you're going to be against people that are on a social welfare system, then why don't you make sure that we follow our laws so that nobody gets injured to the point where they can't work and need to be on a disability? But dentists love, love, love making sure that women and children, generally the weaker of society, are constantly beaten and can't afford anything, and then they look like the hero by paying taxes so that they can pay for you to be on a welfare system. But the welfare system doesn't pay enough, so dentists actually want to be charged more money because they want me to look after my teeth. So, and they want government to solve the problem. So, okay, so basically, I walked into a dentist who says, I want to be charged more money on my taxes so that you can afford to look after your teeth. And it's like, that doesn't even make any sense right there because, okay, you want to be taxed more. So let's just say my extra fee is $200, but you want the government to collect $200 off you so I can afford to pay that $200, knowing full well it's going to cost $400 just to tax you, because a lot of people got to get paid to do all of that paperwork and distribute all the money, and there's a lot of work that needs to be involved to charge you more tax. So they want to pay $600 in income tax so I can be able to afford to pay 200. It doesn't make any sense. Why don't you just pay the 200? And you know what? It's not even paying anything. It's like, take the friggin' fee off because you ain't worth that much. You're worth exactly what the going rate should be. The standard cost, the set price that we set is what you should be charging. Anything above that, you're friggin' greedy. You're friggin', you are on crack. Money is your crack. You don't love life. You don't love any aspect of society. You are out there to make sure you take advantage of society so that you can have a house to see that, oh, see, I'm a good person because I have a big house, because I drive a big car. I'm smart because I have a big house, because I have a big car. All of society's kind of destroyed, but damn, am I good. I don't know. Insanity with dentists. Why would dentists want to pay more taxes? More taxes than what they want to charge in their fees. I mean, it's insanity. Peace out.